My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Arakir Galajerthan, the head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer. And I'm going to take a breath there. And welcome back to Divide and Conquer, as we continue on as the Kingdom of Gondor. First things first, before I go anywhere, on the Rune episodes, a big shout out to, I don't know what his YouTube name is, Akarthir Thalion from Discord, who has been plotting my progress in the Rune campaign in a narrative. In prose, continuous, in a story, summing up what's happening in the Rune campaign, and it is making for a cracking good read. And I've pinned, I believe, every episode's comment so it's at the top of the comments on each episode, and it makes for a thrilling read. So I've been enjoying that. So give him a little shout out there. What else am I going to say? Yes, this weekend I brought my notebook home, so you'll be hopefully, if you're interested in that kind of thing, learning about the Sons of Fëanor and their impact in the First Age of Middle-earth and indeed in Beleriand. Additionally, you will be getting this new Tiger Knight videos coming this weekend, and from what I've seen of it so far, it looks really quite enjoyable. But that's the preliminaries. What's it actually going to be like? And that's about it, really. So, apologies, I've sniffed. I'm going to only have one Rune and one Gondor episode this rotation, and then the other two will be taken up with the Tiger Knight and the lore video. So, that's a little bit of the channel, done and dusted. 1 minute 25 seconds according to my watch. We're on to Harad. So, what happened? Harad died. Chieftain Kuzaimar fell in Baratan. Dol Amroth took him out. I had taken Finabel, and Harad crumbled. This now means that vast swaths of land are free, and Khand will almost certainly fill the void. Now, I've held Khand so far at Chelkar, Araval there, but I'm tempted to move further on and try and take Kizilkum and really push deep into their territory. But the further we push them this way, the more they're likely to come through and hit Boron's watch. So, got to play it by ear. But also, obviously, our armies are mustering. Angbor is finally coming south, and they are heading for Umbar. Press the spacebar. We need to subdue Umbar before their forces can be whittled down and beaten away by rebels, because the AI automatically queues up as many units as it can train at every turn. So, of course, at the beginning of the game, it queues up militia. However, most factions lose, they fight battles here, there, and everywhere, so their militia numbers dwindle. And these are, as their new units have become available, they swap the queue out for these new units. So it means that as the game progresses, they get rid of their militia, and they go on to train the middle tier. And then when the middle tier start fighting in battles and dying here, there, and everywhere, they start training elites. However, we might not actually win this, you know. Because Umbar do not fight any battles, their army fills up, their recruitment fills up completely with militia. They can train no more. So they just have huge armies of militia. So if you can get them and beat them in that period, when they've got these mass armies of militia, then you can really do some outrageous damage. But if you allow them to then sort of swap over and start training their better units, then you're in trouble. I'm not sure how... Obviously, we want the Ballistae to be as effective as possible here, but I'm not really sure... Oh, well, it's not going to be very effective if you haven't turned it on, is it? Please shoot straight at the gate. Look at those Shadow Rangers. They would love to be shot with Ballista bolts right now. Go on. Alright, you, to stop whatever's coming. There's some Shadow Guard. Oh, you don't want to be charging them. Oh, no, we really aren't going to win this, you know. And they've shut down the Ballista. Oh, yeah, but I mean, I told you to charge, but by all means, ignore that completely and turn and hit the enemy there.
Changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
That's our Gondor militia with armor upgrades. Yeah, we really aren't going to win this. I should have pulled away straight away. Nah, it was always just going to be a cataclysmic. I need you to fill in that gap and hit that host. All those maulers out there. Yeah, there we are. Some good damage in there. Kill some of those hunters, pull away.
We've lost half of our men.
Hit that host. No, I think this is already a disaster. Anyone that can run away, run away.
Defeat seems almost certain.
Really? Defeat seems almost certain when I'm running the army away. What an astute observer we have narrating this battle. No, we've been slaughtered. We were never going to win that, really. These 3 units of elites that Dol Guldur have thrown into this army are going to cause real problems. But of course, in the Gondor campaign, we're way beyond the point where we're ever going to lose. Minas Tirith can train a full army in no time at all. So, we'll be back with a much bigger army, and we'll probably push in and hit the Goldurians further up. But our spearmen and infantry both killed 180, so we weakened the garrison. We just needed a couple more units. But there wasn't really anything I could do with that siege equipment, because of course when in a rally, in a sally, not a rally, the battle starts immediately. Your siege equipment, therefore, is one of the worst things to have in a sally, because you can't position it. You have no way of moving it. So it's just got to start firing. Although, of course, I didn't have it on fire at will, which is a big issue. But apparently we're annexing Kizilcum. They don't want us to attack it, they want us to annex it. Now, I'm happy for a large chunk of this region to remain rebel.
Ready your weapons.
I'm very happy for that.
Onward. Protect the blood of Numenor.
You're our cavalry general. You're taking Aravir. You're taking a large chunk of this army. You are coming. You're coming. You're coming. You're coming. You're coming. You're coming. You're coming. You know, we can have an army of archers. I think we are.
Forces, my lord. Orders.
Yeah, look.
Maintain order.
Mildir making your way over.
Marchmen.
Huron making your way over.
Forward.
Now Aravir is making his way over. Captain General Kuruion.
Marchmen.
And Angbor is making his way down. Or shall we? Or should Angbor head north instead and take the fight to Dol Guldur? Yeah, I'm bloody well will.
Slay them.
You're in the perfect position, Angbor.
Maintain order.
Head north. And through Gondor's southern gate.
Awaiting your command.
Return. Retrain. Can't retrain. Okay. Henethanoon built a leather worker. So we want to get the hair out of my mouth. A blacksmith. Baradengan. Oh, what are you retraining for? Ah, experience bonus from the Ithil Stone. Guess an armourer then, I suppose. Derthang to Stewart's Hall. Stewards, not Stewarts. I think the reason why I struggle with people telling me that I'm wrong in certain instances is highlighted with the Ered Luin faction overview. In the faction overview, I mentioned that Glaurung was the greatest dragon ever. Now, this, since been quite accurately told, is incorrect. And Calagon is the greatest dragon ever.
Yes.
But the problem is, of course, is that the video is watched by new people each day. And all of these new people tell me that I'm wrong. So the minor problem I used to have with people telling me I'm wrong, which I'm getting much better with, is exacerbated by being constantly told that you're incorrect. That is what gets the problem. Now, in totally unrelated news, owing to his high level of input in Guild Wars 2, his ongoing commitment to playing games and assisting the Discord, Melville and Weircallan has been promoted to a Swan Knight, highest honour available in our Discord channel. Now, our Discord channel does follow a reasonably role-playing-y kind of nature with all the ranks and the way they all interact with each other, because if you don't follow the role-playing-y kind of nature, it takes a massive chunk of it away. It's just not as fun. It's fun to pretend that we're some knightly chivalric order with a Grand Master, heading all the way down through the ranks to Sergeant and Scribe, and I think that adds huge level of fun to it. So I'm all for it, and I always will be for it. So I do give these moments, these promotions, the proper pomp and circumstance, because I believe that they deserve it. And if you just take that away, then the group loses an edge. It loses something. So I go really over the top flamboyant with these things. Ah, balls. Right, everybody, form up on Hurin. Umbar have beaten us to Ramlon.
Ready your weapons. Captain of Gondor. Onward. Protect the blood of Numenor.
Hold your position now.
My lord, approaching quietly.
Be gone.
Trash. We've got some Belegar footmen, but otherwise, trash. Trash, 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 trash. Dol Amroth are taking their sweet-ass time coming south, though, aren't they? I don't actually want Ramlond, because I want Dol Amroth to get involved. They've now got no real enemies. They're a military powerhouse. I need their support. And as expected, as many of you will have seen, Ormar is coming. Khand have been squeezed so much that they're coming the other way. Which was entirely expected. It has to be said. They will also be making their way to Amrun, which is why I've got a guy there. But if you move along to, Korondaj. Because I could do with just another scout, really. They're not that expensive, are they? Get me another one. I need sight on Amrun. I'd like sight on Korondaj. Ideally, maybe even Kruk Mahur as well, on the edge of Khand, on the borders. Araval is making his way. Now, the forces of Khand at Boron's Watch have to face Denethor himself. And hopefully they'll struggle with this. But also, once we retake Derafintha, I am going to move north, and I am going to take Dor Norhat, because castles are easier to defend, castles train military troops better, castles have many advantages. And also, it will stop Dol Guldur from really coming at us. The bastards! Now, Dazui, one of our Swan Knights in Discord, has messaged me recently saying he'd like more Age of Empires videos, and as I will just reiterate, there are only now 4 or 3 faction overviews left, which is only 1 month. And I intend to replace them with things such as Age of Empires videos, or maybe something else, who knows. Oh, 2 towns ready to upgrade at the same time. Hopefully they take priority. Ministry has got a fairground. Oh, we're getting mines. And retraining a lot. Oh, that sheep farming coming through. Right, well, we'll conserve money for a bit. I mean, we are making 10 grand a turn, so we don't really need to.
Assail the enemies of Gondor!
The enemies of Gondor will hold out for 4 turns. Now, I will not siege in there. I want this pristine army to take Dor Norhat, so we'll hold on for now. But what I think I might do is send this army out to Boron's Watch. It's more... It needs a stronger garrison than Barad and Genediad. Although Khand might be coming for Thorband. Which is why we need Kizilcum as fast as possible. So that their border is only with the plain of Lithlad. And then they'll be heading for Boron's Watch. Right, what happened in the south? Umbar's first army was defeated, and their second army is now besieging.
Maintain order! Onward! Protect the blood of Numenor! Maintain order!
Awaiting your command.
Forward! Captain of Gondor!
Oh, Harad! Umbar, sorry. Where's your backbone, you weak-willed cowards? Now I'm going to push through, actually. I'm going to move as a 4. We're just going to go to Umbar. I'm just going to screw it. Cut deep into enemies' lines.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Our reinforcements have returned. Get rid of these retrains. Can you retrain? Yes. Does this even train us, Gilead? Yes, it does. Ah, hopefully they'll be properly retrained, not just sort of retrained. Good, good, good. I began reading Beren and Luthien, the new book today, which came out in the United Kingdom yesterday. And so far it's been alright. It's more of a study than a story, to be honest. And let's be honest, most of us know the story. Beren and Luthien is one of the key cornerstones of the First Age. Or indeed, it's one of the tales from the First Age, which is whole. You don't just get bits of it. You can follow along almost from start to finish. So many people will know, of course, of Beren and Luthien, but... Look, we've got governors in places. Cirith Ui is still out there. Barely any governors.
Ready your weapons. Onward.
What do we think Araval is going to find when he arrives in Kizilcum?
Awaiting your command.
That is our question. Far Chelkar has not yet fallen either. Where does Far Chelkar come in? Around here somewhere.
My lord, approaching quietly.
Oh, I don't know actually. It's here somewhere. This is the region, so head up there. Construction complete. Ah, Finabel upgraded to a Gondorian city, but a version 1.2 Gondorian city. Not a version 2, which is a shame. As you can see, it's a lot more whiter, and the textures are a little bit more blurry than they are on the newer versions that the Elite Dwarf has created for version 2, which look incredibly good. There's a strong possibility that this episode may have no battle, and I can only apologise if that will be the case. It's taking bloody ages to recruit in there, though. Why is that hated so much? Alright, as said, we're going straight for Umbar. Who can move the least? You can. Oh, because you've got siege. Oh, yeah, we'll need that. When we get to Umbar, we'll be fighting straight away, so...
Protect the blood of Numenor. Onward! Captain of Gondor.
Always need to stay in a 4.
Approaching quietly.
Because then if any one of them is attacked, all 4 of them take part. And we'll leave, well, if we send you south, let us know what Dol Amroth does. Belagorm's going for Mirlond. Oh, he's got quite the garrison though. He's never going to get that in a. He's not going to get that in a hurry. See, this is what I would like. This is where the 2 nations thing comes in. I would really like this army to actually then attack. So it's all right. You've regicided the faction. They've broken down into clans, squabbling chieftains vying for control, which is cool. That's what would happen. Like Harad, especially, is made up of loads of different clans and tribes. It's not a unified nation. It's very similar to Africa. Africa is not a country. It's a continent with many countries, many different tribes, many different cultures, and it's very similar to that. So if this one unifying leader were to fall, then the whole nation would basically crumble with people vying for power. And that's what you want to see. But the problem is that the rebels then don't do anything. So these various different tribes, if you take each army as representative of a different tribe, then you'd expect them to see... You would expect to see them attack. And they don't, of course, because the rebels can't move. So it ends up being basically that nothing happens. So... Now, we've been attacked by the bloody Corsairs. Ah, Gund is ready to upgrade. Look, we're upgrading everywhere. Boron's become a doctor and an inventor. Well done, Boron. Eastern Osgiliath got blacksmith. Oh, and you can train more. Thank you. Take your armor up. On this side, you can have archers, but that's all. What's our money like now? We're still on about 10,000. How long? 7 turns. 7 rubbish turns. We can get our trebuchet though. Don't really need it now though. It's a bit unnecessary, isn't it? Kind of pulled back. I wonder if the threat of Araval has mustered them. Shariar the Kind and his cavalry stands before the gates of Kizilkum, but Shariar will do naught but fall.
My lord.
Ah, there it is. Krokmaher. Okay, so Krokmaher we can get sight on, and Corondash we can get sight on. Oh, an Umbar general's coming for us.
Maintain order! March, men! Protect the blood of Numenor, Captain of Gondor. Maintain order!
We'll just be running past you. Come on, Dol Amroth. Because if they do take Ramlond, actually, Finabel has no garrison. That's never going to hold. Can I train proper troops in these places? Oh, yeah, look at that. Yes, please. I'll take the catapult and the ballistite. 2 of those. Belaval, you can only train a unit for Rondor, but that's alright. I'll take those when you train them. Tirathoros we don't own. We do not own. Annulond. I expect they'll attack in Annulond. Oh, sorry if you just had a big loud bang. Someone shut the door.
To say to you,
or shut a door. Particularly
I am here
loudly.
only to fight thee, not to banter.
How long to Derafintha? 2 turns. End the turn. 2 turns. If you still haven't got the message enough, we're playing Guild Wars now in Discord. And just generally, if you also play Guild Wars 2, jump on the hype train, come and join us. It's terribly good fun and allows you to actually play. Whereas Age of Empires, of course, only 8 people can ever play at once. And many people don't play Age of Empires. Many people probably don't play Guild Wars, but there we are. Speaking of Dazui, who I mentioned a moment ago about Age of Empires videos requests, he's also requested a Guild Wars video, but I would be so loath to do a Guild Wars video. It's so removed from what I currently do on the channel. It would be really difficult to actually, because you'd need an event, you'd need to do something, like do a dungeon run or a raid or something like that. And they, at the moment, are tricky to organise. And also, it just probably wouldn't be that enjoyable. I don't know. I am reticent, to say the least.
Assail the enemies of Gondor. Let us claim this field.
How long will that hold? 6 turns. Anyone project? See, now I'm pleased about all the towers. Yeah. We got full sight range. Boron's Watch is taking so long. Although I have only just passed one turn. It's not going to do miracles or anything.
Captain of Gondor, ready your weapons. Mate, ready your weapons. Protect the blood of Numenor.
Awaiting your command.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Keep going. Don't let the presence of the enemy stop you. Now, the enemy will never attack. This is because the AI isn't clever enough to realise that... Well, it's clever enough to know that if it attacks any one of these four, all four will participate. It knows that. But what it can't then do is surround my army so that it has four of its own to bring to the battle, which is entirely possible. That is, the AI can do that. But it's not clever enough to do that. So what it does instead is it completely ignores your army. Oh, the barrows are restored. Well done, whoever's got the barrows. Oh, and we can get a Royal Armsman's Guild in West Osgiliath. That we want. So what you want to do is locate the position of the event, and then it keeps it on the side. And then you want to remove construction of enough stuff that you can build it. There we go. Now, that does obviously leave you with something's just lost a building, but we've just gained a Royal Armsman's Guild. Experience bonus to troops trained everywhere has now just gone up. So every single location can now retrain because every unit can now be trained with 1 experience point. Oh, good lord, you have ages before you can train. But I've got barracks here, haven't I? No. Yeah, a camp guard. 25%, you're not even 25% Gondorian. How much of a joke is this? Send something up there. You, send a guardsman unit.
By your command.
The army presses on. Rohan Rohan can't be bothered.
My lord.
My lord,
Oh, that's a dilemma
speaks
tip there.
highly of you.
What if he bribes us?
Protect the blood of Numenor.
We're almost there.
Ready your weapons.
Where's my scout?
My lord.
Oh, the
Approaching.
garrison
Captain of
stands
Gondor.
before us.
Protect the blood of Numenor. Ready your weapons.
Now, the problem with besieging it,
Captain of
though,
Gondor.
is that... No, I suppose I can move them as a 4 like that, but then only one army will besiege. The enemy's losses to being besieged, the enemy's siege losses, besiegement losses, I can't think of the word I want. They are more if there are more troops besieging the settlement. So the larger the army you've got keeping a settlement sieged, the more deaths the enemy inside the settlement will suffer. Can't be asked to go around everywhere and change all and list every unit that can be retrained. Of course, it only applies to units that haven't already got high experience, so many of the places in the south here won't get affected. Right, everything that's training is going to go south. The Belival for that guy, I'm taking all 4 of them.
As you wish.
Or all however many of them there
Go
are.
no further today.
And then the Neventha forces are going south as well. Just hope they don't get bribed. If Umbar falls, Umbar itself is going to be crippled hugely. Although it does have 2 castles, north and south of the Cape, so it's not going to be crippled too badly, but it will be crippled. But what we then need to do is finish them off on the island, so we need some ships. Ah, Cand have arrived at Corandage. Because we need to go and take the Isle of Tolfalas. Interestingly, Tolfalas means coast island. So the Isle of Tolfalas isn't technically correct. Tolfalas is kind of a standalone word because it means coastal island. So you can just call it Tolfalas, really. But because you don't see it as... It's very much like if you are saying... it's just always the way when you're speaking in another language, isn't it? You take their word as an individual word. You don't break it down into its constituent parts and therefore realise that you're saying your words there incorrectly, if that makes sense. So as I say, with Tolfalas, people just see that as a standalone word. They don't realise that it means coastal island. So they say the Isle of Tolfalas, which therefore basically means the coastal island, which is obviously incorrect. Shahryar the Kind brings the cavalry. Captain Ormar brings more cavalry. And Khan Karf the Cruel, faction leader, brings even more cavalry. What a surprise. Wind Riders. Ooh, you get to see the speed of the Wind Riders. Now, Ormar actually attacked us, and he's just to our north. Shahryar's just coming into the right-hand side of him, and then Karf will be behind. And so you will get a battle this episode. This will likely end this episode. And who knows, depending on the family situation of Cand, it may end Cand. I mean, that would be a phenomenal outcome. Although with the power that Rune is said to hold at the moment, according to all the messages I keep getting,
The
I
battle
imagine
seems to
they
be
would
swinging
take
in our
Khan's
favour.
heartlands
From
back.
such tidings does victory emerge.
Right, well, we'd be an absolute idiot not to take this hill right here, because the enemy's coming in from there, and from over there. So we can take... I'm thinking this hill, to be honest. Although this one looks pretty good as well. Because you could get your archers in a line up on the top there and say defend the bottom. And the cavalry's got to charge all the way up that steep bit there. Yeah, so just line everyone up there for now.
The enemy have brought up more men.
So coming in from there, and coming in from not quite at the back. But still at the back enough. So, archers. Oh, this is a really archer light army, isn't it? Forget that. Very archer light army. Oh, and I should have placed stakes just somewhere. Should have just put them somewhere. Alright, not making the same mistake as last time. This time we're going to plug the gaps. No gaps. Now, of course, we're going to be charged. We're going to be attacked. We're going to have a lot of arrows shot at us. This is canned, after all. Move into positions. Now, I would be interested to see what they're going to do, and it looks like they're actually going to come up a lot wider than I thought. They seem to be forming up at the moment as if they're coming from in front, but they won't be. They're coming in, as you can see, they're already cutting that angle. So I think a change of plans is going to be in order here. We're going to defend predominantly as if this is the only army that's coming. And we can do that quite nicely. By using the cliff to our advantage. You want to use a bit of the cliff there, yeah. Yeah, that'll do for now. You two, you're going there. Move into position. Get a bit of a jog on.
Soldier battalion at the ready. Soldier battalion standing by. Bloody your spear points.
Bloody your spear points. Have faith in the silver tree. Right, there we are. Better plan. Let's hope it comes off. Gondor militia! Gondor militia! Gondor militia! Everyone is on defense except for our cavalry. Hold your respective lines and brace yourselves. It's going to get messy today. Brotherhood of the Lance. Filtering past. They know they can't charge up here, you see. That cliff is impenetrable. Is impassable. What are they doing, though? Javelin men, if you stand ready, feel free to start throwing things. Don't be shy. They've hit our sword. Interesting. Brotherhood of the Lance are really quite powerful. They're a lot stronger than you kind of want to think. A lot of braking on that right. I don't think the javelin men here are actually needed.
Smash the enemy.
Run over that side.
Fear nothing and fight well.
Some nobles coming in. Marauders and warriors. Oh, no threat out there then. There's more troops. Why are the nobles charging in? What? What? Charge down the hill. Gondor cavalry militia doing damage. Who would have still thought? Who would have thought? How are we doing on the other side? Oh, very poorly. Very poorly indeed. Throw stuff at stuff. Right, no one is now on defensive mode. Slaughter! I think you two might be a little too far over. Oh, the Wind Riders have canned. Oh, good lord. You need to come and get involved. Trap them. Burning Marines are also getting involved. You see what Wind Riders look like? I'll show you what Wind Riders look like. There they are. Fastest unit in the game. Did you know that? I can give you that one for free. They're the fastest unit in the game. Oh, there's Brotherhood of the Lance coming in. Probably just massacred that Lebanon Guardsman unit.
Only half the enemy force remains.
But Lebanon Guardsmen are very good against cavalry, so I wouldn't worry yourselves too much. Oh, it is going well, isn't it? Ah, and that right-hand side is won. Get those cataphracts. There's a lot more forces out there, though, but they're just not doing anything. What's this? How are we doing over here? Ah, we've basically won over there. So you, and you. And our cavalry actually put up on top of the hill till you need it again.
The enemy general abandons his men.
Captain Ormar, I should imagine. Oh, look at the death. The death toll is catastrophic. We must bow to their wishes. You must contact me. There's a lot of dead orange, isn't there? Can's favourite colour. Orange. Right, run down the hill, get involved. No need to stand on ceremony. There's some Brotherhood of the Bow over there you could do with a good talking to. Ah, the nobles have been trapped. How are our cavalry doing?
We've lost half of our men.
Oh dear. Yeah, but this battle is really big. This is really big. This is Can's survival, is it not? No, they've charged into the back of us. Hit the buggers. We must not let this stand. If you want to get involved there, just kind of surround and trap the enemy. Oh, we've got some units routing. Oh, yeah, we've totally been smashed on this side. Oh, dear, it's closer than I thought.
In our favor. Victory will be ours.
Crap. Not paying attention to that side. Getting massacred. And we're getting shot again. Bloody Can. Bug up the bloody hell off with your horse archers. And when they haven't got horse archers, their ground troops are archers as well. What has beaten us on this side so much? Brotherhood of the Bow. Brotherhood of the Bow, when they aren't using a bow, are actually really powerful. It's unbelievable how strong they are. But hopefully on this side, we're going to take down some Brotherhood units, and then we're going to kill a general. Unless he made it out in time. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull up to this hill here. Knights of the Silver Swan. Anyone not moving? No, but our army is dead on the east. some Wind Riders there to hit. Right, we turn and we pay attention. We're never going to make it to the top of the hill. So we stand and we fight where we are. Fortunately, we've still got the Talon.
They have lost half their men.
Oh, and it sounds like the Talon are storming it. Although, no, look, there's loads more of them. Where are they getting all these forces from? They've still got Brotherhood there. They've still got the General. How many is he down to now? 10. Oh, good. He came in with 32. Right, so I think we are going to win. But my God, are we going to take casualties? Fight against anything you can fight against, to be honest. No, they're broken. Leave them. Just everyone pull back in a line up there. Who's this? Variag Nobles. Get involved, gentlemen. Ah, Talon Knights. There's some pathetic steppe archers that believe they can fight you in battle. Show them how wrong they are. No! Bloody Khan, whatever he's called, got away. Oh, that's right, we're doing a city battle, aren't we? So we'll still win. Something, however, is not giving up.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Oh, one of the Variag Nobles isn't running away. Try and capture some of them.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
We didn't get the general, did we? Ah, we got those archers. Right, I'll cut over and get 92 of those archers. I know you're tired, but come on, they're tired as well, and they're on foot, for Christ's sake. There we are, we've got it.
We are victorious.
Only average.
Our soldiers have fought and died well today.
So it turns out that canned really are difficult to deal with. 175 kills and 13 rangers. I mean, my strategy that time wasn't even that bad. We held a defensible hill, our forces were fighting downhill, which always gives them a boost. Our cavalry was used effectively, our front line never really fell, and yet we still got swamped.
Watch for the enemy. No! They are gone from these lands.
We have gained a territory.
We haven't killed them though. They have another can. Another can? I said canned without a D. They have another Khan. Angmar wanes, Erebor expands, we're the strongest faction. Oh, it's all going on. Ah, Dol Amroth did get Mirland. I thought they might have done. That's why they got the Dol Amroth strength message. Right, well, we're going to hold Kizelgum now. The whole of the bow means nothing to us. Horsebrew's Guild means nothing to us. Nomadic Confederation means nothing to us. Though we can retrain everything. There must be a blacksmith of high tier here. Yep. If you could be good gentlemen and build a couple of towers, just to ensure we know what's coming when Kizelgum and Khan sends their backup force. Ah, Sharia the Kind. Oh, he died. Oh, brilliant.
Gondor is victorious.
Do you know what would be brilliant? If he was the other Khan, that would have been phenomenal. Right, so Khan are pretty much done and dusted. The next episode will, of course, be the fall of Umbar, and we're going to just straight up attack it. So that will be the very next episode. It will basically be the battle for Umbar. But of course, it will be a week away now because, as I say, there will only be one Gondor and one Rune video in this 5-day rotation. But for now, that will conclude. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Oh, and also, I've been told that Divide and Conquer won the 2016 Modding Awards, and I won the 2016 Modding Awards for a modder. So thank you very much to everyone who voted on those things as well, because DaC has won yet again. But until we speak again, dearest friends, Navarna den Pedimad Melonin. Have an absolutely phenomenal week, and fare thee very well indeed.